Welcome to the Global Focus Review channel at the pinnacle of the divine blueprint for humanity's redemption. The concluding stages of Jesus' crucifixion were characterized by profound physical and spiritual torment. Mount Calvary, also known as Golgotha, served as the setting for the ultimate manifestation of love and sacrifice. Jesus' journey to Calvary commenced with him bearing his own cross, symbolizing the burden of sins. The Via Dolorosa, commonly referred to as the Stations of the Cross, delineates Jesus' path from the Praetorium to Calvary, a route fraught with suffering. As the Son of God progressed, enduring ridicule, insults, and physical exhaustion, the crown of thorns symbolized the impending rejection and contempt. Upon being nailed to the cross, Jesus' agony intensified, with nails piercing his wrists and feet, bearing witness to the extent of his sacrifice.
The strain of his suspended body exacerbated respiratory distress, transforming each breath into a struggle amid excruciating pain. Yet, even amidst this anguish, Jesus extended forgiveness, entreating, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Luke. Surrounding spectators witnessed the Messiah's final moments, with two criminals crucified alongside him. One, touched by divine grace, acknowledged Jesus' innocence and implored to be remembered in his kingdom, to which Jesus offered words of assurance, declaring, "Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." Luke. As the crucifixion reached its zenith, darkness enveloped the earth, a cosmic phenomenon echoing the gravity of the occasion. This represents our initial notable observation, the obscurity enveloping the earth following Jesus' demise, as chronicled in Matthew, stands as a phenomenon fraught with concealed significance akin to the parables articulated by Jesus. This enduring period of darkness from noon until 3 p.m. cannot be simply attributed to natural phenomena like an eclipse. Instead, it is depicted as a divine intervention, a cosmic signal coinciding with the pivotal moment of crucifixion. Historically, darkness has been linked with mourning and the passing of significant figures. Esteemed theologians interpret this darkness as a symbolic instance wherein God, by shrouding the earth, conveys his sorrow over his son's death, signifying the temporary withdrawal of divine light due to the magnitude of the sacrifice. This profound darkness during daylight unquestionably signifies divine judgment on Jesus' demise, echoing Old Testament prophecies such as Amos, which foretells God's act of darkening the sun at noon. This prophetic fulfillment underscores the validation of scriptures and divine authority. It was within this darkness that Jesus exclaimed, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Matthew 27:46. Confirming the fulfillment of prophecies and unveiling the weight he bore in assuming the sins of humanity. As the climactic moment approached, Jesus declared, "It is finished," John 19:30, yielding his spirit. The earth convulsed with an earthquake, rocks split, and tombs opened, a second event of cosmically transcendent significance, impacting not only spiritually but also the natural world. As documented in Matthew, at the moment of Jesus' death, the earth shook violently, causing the rocks to split. This seismic event transcended mere geological occurrence. It symbolized creation's response to the crucifixion of the Son of God. The rocks, typically seen as symbols of the earth's solidity and stability, shattered in the face of this divine event, bearing witness to the gravity of the sacrifice unfolding. This earthquake, described in detail, led to another awe-inspiring event. It's important to note that Palestine, due to its geological makeup, sits atop an extensive fault line. The tremors and tectonic shifts damaged stone tombs, causing them to open, resulting in the resurrection of several saints and righteous individuals who had passed away. These resurrected saints, emerging from their tombs after Jesus' resurrection, appeared to many in the sacred city of Jerusalem. Their resurrection stands as one of the most remarkable events recorded in the crucifixion narrative, directly attributed to divine intervention. the resurrected saints became visible symbols of Jesus' victory over death's dominion, foreshadowing the hope for all who believed in him. The term holy people likely refers to pious figures from the Old Testament, intentionally chosen to witness these miraculous events. Their notable appearance in Jerusalem not only underscores the significance of Jesus' sacrifice, but also underscores his triumph over death's power. The remarkable occurrence finds its rationale in Paul's teachings, as mentioned in Corinthians 15, 20-23. Paul underscores Christ's resurrection as the initial manifestation of life after death, indicating that just as Christ was resurrected, those who belong to him will also experience resurrection, each in their appointed order. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27, 50-51, the narrative meticulously depicts a profound moment with a notable phrase standing out. Jesus, crying out again with a loud voice, yielded up his spirit. And behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth shook, and the rocks were split. It is pertinent to highlight this significant event. In the temples of that era, there existed a veil separating the sacred area from the most sacred part, known as the Holy of Holies. This veil symbolized the spiritual gap between God and humanity, only allowing the high priest entry, and that too, just once a year, through the blood of animals offered for sins. The act of tearing the veil, as recorded in Matthew, transcends a mere physical occurrence, delving into the realms of symbolism and spirituality. It symbolizes the removal of the barrier between God and people through Jesus' sacrifice on the cross. Before this pivotal moment, only the high priest could enter the Holy of Holies on the Day of Atonement. However, when the veil was torn from top to bottom, it signified the permanent removal of the barrier between God and humanity. This act of God, tearing the veil, signifies direct and unrestricted access to him through the sacrifice of Jesus. The book of Hebrews, in chapter 10, 19-20, elaborates on this significance. Therefore, brothers, since we now have confidence to enter the most holy place by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way opened for us through the curtain, that is, his body. This passage in Hebrews encourages us to approach the holy place with confidence through the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way that he opened for us through the veil symbolizing his body. Thus, the revelation of the unveiling of the veil emerges as a symbolic and impactful representation of divine love and mercy. It indicates that the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross not only opened a way, but also invites everyone to approach him with confidence and boldness, eliminating the need for intermediaries or ceremonial rituals. Furthermore, a significant aspect worth highlighting is the role of the centurion during the crucifixion. His crucial role extended beyond merely executing imperial orders. As a military leader responsible for hundreds of soldiers, the centurion ensured that the crucifixion proceeded smoothly, displaying courage and efficiency. However, during the crucifixion of Jesus, he and his fellow soldiers observed remarkable occurrences: earthquakes, darkness, and other cosmic phenomena. These events left them astonished and filled with awe. In this divine context, the centurion made a profound statement, acknowledging Jesus as the Son of God. Matthew 27:54. This declaration was not made lightly. The centurion, accustomed to witnessing suffering, death, and executions, recognized Jesus' innocence and dignified response to injustice with remarkable grace. His confession represents a vivid testimony to the profound impact of Jesus' death, even on the hardest hearts. The centurion, who had overseen countless executions, acknowledged Jesus' uniqueness as the Son of God. This transformation of perspective demonstrates the power of the message of the cross, capable of touching hearts and transcending cultural and social barriers. The Roman centurion inadvertently became a significant figure in the chain of witnesses proclaiming the truth about Jesus as the awaited Messiah. I hope you found this reflection enriching. If you've made it this far, a similar video suggestion will appear on your screen for further exploration of biblical stories. Thank you for your attention, and may everyone remain under God's grace. See you soon.